morning, everybody. My name is Yinka, and you're welcome to my channel. Yes, it's something new that I'm doing. I just want to put my voice out there. You know, I want to contribute to motivating Nigerian Americans, Nigerians in diaspora, Africans worldwide, and Black people and people with a melanin skin. Yes, that's my goal. And I hope that you'll find something, that you can always gain or something you can always walk away with. It's going to transform your life from my videos. Yes. So today, I want to talk about my own country, Nigeria. Nigeria has been going down the hill. And I know some pastors, a man of God will always say, confess positive, confess positive. Yeah, fine, we will confess positive. But right now, what we see is a downfall of a great country called Nigeria. The downfall of a great country called Nigeria that is lacking in leadership, that is lacking in true leadership. A country who has a country that has a lot of great people, a lot of great resources, natural resources that God has given to us. But we have mismanaged everything. We have mismanaged people. We have mismanaged money. We have mismanaged gold, cocoa. We have mismanaged the land. We have mismanaged leadership. We have mismanaged followership. We have mismanaged religion. We have mismanaged everything. And yet, we call on God to come down and make a difference. And God is looking at us, is shaking his head because he can't believe. God can't believe what we are doing to the country, Nigeria. It is very sad. It is very, very sad. Now, I remember some years back when my grandmother was really sick. She was really sick and she was falling apart. I was right there. That was the time I went back home because I couldn't I didn't have enough money to put in my bank account after I finished my master's degree from the UK. It's a story for another day. So the United Kingdom said in 14 days, remove yourself. So I was back in Nigeria. Yes, and grandma was very sick. My mother went to bring her to her home place, and that evening she was all over the place. She was sick. She couldn't walk up by herself. She had high blood pressure, and she couldn't move her bowel. So we rushed her to the hospital in Ibadan. University College Hospital. And when I approached the entrance of the hall where you hold your emergency hall of a University College Hospital in Ibadan, I saw my friends. These are guys that are just in their residency. My friends, we went to college together. Some of them we even went to the high school together. Okay, so I saw these guys. These guys are not yet actually professionals. I mean, I'm not saying that they didn't know what they're doing. And then I looked into the rooms where the patients were. There were some empty rooms where, you could actually put the patients in. And there were a lot of patients on the floor, right in the middle of the park, in the middle of that hall. A lot of patients were just on the floor. And they asked us to take, can you put grandma in one of these rooms? And we said yes. She needed blood. There was no blood in the blood bank. There was no equipment or anything in that room where they placed her. Nothing to check, blood pressure, nothing to take her vitals. It was crazy, really crazy. I've never seen something like that in my life. And so we had to go find blood. We had to go do this different kinds of thing. It was going about 11 p.m. in the night. And we had to go back home, hoping that tomorrow morning when we come back, she'll still be alive. When we came back home, we were praying, asking God for intervention, asking God to save her life. And you know what? God's not going to do what man has to do. When you have a system that is falling, when you have a situation that is falling apart, that humans should be in control of, God will not come and take control of that. And that is the situation where Nigeria is right now. And when we want God to do the things that we should do ourselves, we want God to come down and fix things. We should be at work, but we're in the church, we are praying. We should get a job, but we don't have a job. The pastors should help us out, but they are giving us false hope. They're teaching us doctrines that are not practical. That is a situation where we're in that country, Nigeria. I don't want to go that path, but I'm saying right now that God won't fix things that humans need to fix themselves. So we went back to the hospital, the second day we went back to the hospital and grandma was dead. She wasn't there on the bed, so if she wasn't there on the bed when we walked in, that means she's gone. It was a sad day for every one of us because she was gone. She's dead. Just because something simple that needed to be done to take care of her, to flush her system out so she could start circulating and nutrients back into her body and she can feel more healthy. There was no system in place to do that. I'm sure this morning a lot of Nigerians are already dead because of bad hospitals, because of bad roads, because of bad health system. And in a country where the leader and the head of the nation cannot treat himself in that country and has to go to the United Kingdom, to another kingdom, to treat himself, when he has neurosurgeons, surgeons, doctors, he has the best of the best people, the most brilliant people on the surface of the earth. In his own jurisdiction, he has to go to another country, to another land, to another nation to take care of himself. Why don't you think about it? And that's why millions of us and millions of us are in diaspora right now. We call it diaspora, but we are actually in exile. We're in exile right now, and our mind is at home, but we can't go back. There are millions that also want to leave that place and come to, the United States, to Canada. By all means, they're crossing the ocean. They don't mind. They don't mind because no one wants to be in slavery. And when you are put under subjection, when you're put under slavery by your own people, why can't the president of our nation go and treat himself in a hospital in his nation, in his city, in his own town? He can't. Have you ever heard of the president of the United States going to India to treat himself, or going to the United Kingdom to treat himself, or go to Australia to go and treat himself? It's never gonna happen. So when you carry your head, you cut it off because you want to treat it. Or maybe there's a system where when you remove your head, nothing's going to be wrong with the whole body. I don't know. But when you take off your head and you go put it in another person's laboratory and said, can you fix my head for me? When you're done, you can bring it back. That's a situation of a country where you're in. So what I'm saying in essence, if that man can help you, if that man cannot help himself and treat himself in the hospitals, his senators cannot do that, the lawmakers cannot do that, the governors don't do that. Their kids are all here anyways. We see them every time. We even see the ministers, the governors. We see them every time when we go to the mall. They're also here on holidays. They're spending Nigerian currency. They're doing the same thing that we're doing right here. And no one really cares about them. Let me give you an example. When I wanted to buy my house, and I went there with my wife, and we got to this woman's office in Houston, and she said, oh, do you guys want the $1 million houses? Because there was a Nigerian that just came in here and bought a house for about $1.2 million, and those guys are really rich. I know you guys are Nigerians also. Do you want that kind of house? And we said, no, we're not in the same league. We know the kind of people you're talking about. They're not people like us. We're just ordinary people. They go to ordinary jobs, 9 to 5. We work ordinary jobs, 9 to 5. We'll try to be entrepreneurs. We're not those kind of people. We just want a normal, regular house for normal people. The government won't help us. the government won't help us. The government won't help you. Okay? So it's high time that we take our future in our hands. And I'll be unfolding a lot of things that we have. A lot of things that we have. A lot of suggestions and some of the things that are coming to my mind that we can do together. Okay? That we can do together. So if you've been listening to this video from the start and you feel it's a great message for Nigerians in the diaspora or for Nigerians all over the world or for any other person in an African country whose country resembles what's happening in Nigeria, if you feel it's something they need to hear, please subscribe to this channel and share the video, because I'll be coming here with a lot of innovative ideas, strategy that we can implement as citizens of Nigeria, as citizens of our country, as some people from Africa, and we can implement to start making changes. And that's why people will look at it and say we're SH country. SH country. You know what they call that? You know, they said that we are SH country. And that's what we are. People can go to school, people can go to hospitals, people can afford free day meals, and now they're coming up with one thing they call the minimum wage is 30,000 naira, which they're even finding very difficult right now to implement. And you know what 30,000 naira is? If you don't know, it's about $20 every week. $20 every week, because at the end of the month that's going to be about $80. That means the 20 divided by 7, it's about 1.7. I mean, that's really poor. That's about one. It's less than $1.2 every day, if I'm right. That's about $2.50 every day. If it's yeah, about that, $2.50 every day. That's 2, 7, 14, 14, 6 over. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. You see, that's what. That's how much money Nigerian government feels the country, the citizens are worth for a single day. And I don't know how someone will spend $2 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or $3. And I say to myself, even the president's grandchild can't spend $3 in a day. Not even, I mean, can't even spend $80 in a day. The grandchild of a president in Nigeria, of the senators, they don't hit a $20 meal in a day. They don't hit. I mean, they'll be eating something like $100 meal. That's the amount of money they want someone to spend for the entire month. What am I saying in essence? The government is not going to help you. Government is not going to help you. Praying won't help you anyways. We need to put in structures. We need to put in systems. Okay? We need to embrace ourselves, help ourselves, support ourselves more, provide more jobs for the people. I have to go right now because I gotta go to work. And I know God has planned for Nigeria. God has a plan for you. If you're in a very crazy situation right now and you're so depressed, you're worried about what your future holds, I just want you to understand that God's got everything in control, and it's gonna make everything work together for your good. Everything might look dark right now, but He will do what He has promised to do in your life. He will bring it to pass. Just believe. Believe Him, because He's able to do the impossible. Yes, we'll come back and talk about issues, and also we'll talk about religion, we'll talk about spirituality, we'll talk about what God can do, we'll talk about what humans need to do, we'll talk about our own role in this situation, and everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Thank you one more time for viewing my video. Thank you for coming to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Share the video with your friends and family, and I'll see you another time. Bye-bye. God bless you.